Hey guys, welcome back to Pillbox Movies. I'm Hank, and today, to conclude our series on 3 films about sex and 1 about love, we will be watching the 2012 Austrian film Amour. This is a French language film by director Michael Haneke. Haneke is an internationally renowned director known for his works Funny Games, Cachet, The White Ribbon. What else is he actually known for? The film stars Jean-Louis Trintignant and Emmanuelle Riva. I know Riva from Léon Morin, Priest, and Jean-Louis Trintignant has been featured on this channel multiple times in The Conformist and in Un homme et une femme. Yeah, I enjoy Haneke as a director. Enjoy is probably not the right word, but I respect him as a director. I don't know what was going on in 2012, but maybe I was just too tired. Maybe I was just too tired to watch Amour. It seems like it'll be a lot. Oh, piano teacher. That's what he's known for. Piano teacher. I love the piano teacher. Yeah, I was a bit too tired to watch Amour in 2012, so we decided to go with the palindrome of it and watch it in 2021. Makes sense, totally. And before we begin, if you enjoy these videos, click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. Leave a comment down below for any movies you'd like to recommend. Or, what is your favorite animated movie? I really like The Little Mermaid. Kiki's Delivery Service. Yeah, I'm okay with those answers. Palme d'Or, Festival de Cannes. Ooh, and Isabelle Hubert. Didn't know that. Darius Konji, director of photography of Genet's stuff, as well as 7.
C'est les pompiers. Y'a quelqu'un?
Yeah, I think I watched maybe the first 5 minutes of this movie back in 2012, 2013, and then I just noped. And we have the same beginning as Midsommar. This is what happens when you put off watching a movie for 8-9 years. And the remains of that cut. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Hey, there's Jean-Louis. There's Emmanuelle. If you can find them on screen. Finding people on screen in Michael Haneke films can sometimes be a bit of a chore. I wonder if we, when we return to theaters, if audiences will still be as cough-prone as they were pre-pandemic. So, just in terms of connective tissue, continuing on in the linealogy of the piano teacher, having a piano recital.
On boit encore un verre?
Je suis fatiguée.
It's genuinely heartening to see Jean-Louis Trintignant and Emmanuelle Riva after all these years.
Oui. D'accord, d'accord. Vous venez avec le vernis à boire?
Si tu te rappelles.
Mais c'est vrai.
I'd love to be in a couple that still says thank you to each other after like 50 years. I'll just imagine this is the couple from Un homme et une femme and make myself sad. Or, conversely, imagine this is the couple in Léon Morin, Priest.
La cellules est vide. On peut aller chez Virgin cet après-midi. Il a acheté? Qu'en dis-tu?
The feeling of dread. She's not responding at all.
Anne, qu'est-ce qui se
It's
passe?
the incredible power of a filmmaker like Haneke to conjure so much dread
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
at so little happening.
Anne?
Quel dommage.
Mais tu fais quoi? Tu avais laissé l'eau couler.
C'est une blague?
Pardon? S'il te plaît, dis-moi ce qu'il y a.
So perhaps she's having
Je ne sais pas quoi
a
répondre. Tu es certaine que tu ne te souviens pas de ce qui vient de se passer?
she's having a
Tu étais là, assise,
dementia
les yeux
episode.
dans le vague et...
Je ne comprends pas.
Moi non plus.
Je vais bien, je n'ai rien. Tu veux me torturer? Fiche-moi la paix.
Is she having a stroke? But truly the power of the director to reduce down the story to its absolute core and impose on you a sense of dread at just the smallest departures from normalcy. Hey, Isabelle Hubert, brought to the world stage in Haneke's film The Piano Teacher.
Qu'est-ce que je te dise? Ça a fait un scandale épouvantable. Elle a tenté de se suicider, alors il a eu peur. Il est revenu vers moi, rongé de remords.
That's funny. That's like echoing in some ways the plot of Piano Teacher.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je t'explique? Ils ont fait un examen, ils ont dit que la carotide était obstruée et qu'il fallait l'opérer.
Okay, so it was a stroke.
Et qu'est-ce qu'ils disent maintenant?
Que ça s'est mal passé. Les 5% d'échec. Tout ça est franchement palpitant. Non, non, franchement, tu ne peux rien faire.
It's a lot.
Comment ça se passe quand elle reviendra ici dans
rewarding, gratifying, but a lot
débrouiller.
to witness
Peut-être que j'engagerai une aide-soignante.
great
Peut-être
actors.
que je m'en sortirai seul, on verra.
Tears? Not even
On a
that.
déjà vu des
The-
palmures avec ta mère.
The continued generosity of their emotion as displayed on screen after so many years. I'm gonna try not to take this too seriously. I mean, take it seriously, obviously, but I'm gonna try and not anticipate anything too much and just let the movie come to me. And we're gonna try and treat this as organically as possible. I'm not gonna make it and make an effort to overreact to anything or to anticipate anything. Just take the story that's being presented.
Tu veux que je fasse du thé?
Viens d'abord t'asseoir près de moi.
Big light source, Darius, big light source. As though the sun were like
Viens
parallel
m'asseoir
with
dans le
them
fauteuil.
Oui.
and streaming through a
Mets tes
cloud.
genoux contre les miens. Hop.
Oh, I love the kind of parallel. I like the kind of parallel in this motion to like an idea from their past, like them dancing when they were young.
Je suis tellement content que tu sois revenu.
Moi aussi. Promets-moi une chose.
Quoi?
Je t'en prie, ne me ramène plus jamais à l'hôpital.
Oh, don't do that.
Tu me le promets.
This is kind of an interesting
Tu me le promets.
idea for Haneke to explore in his own very specific, unsentimental way.
S'il te plaît.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je dise?
Rien.
That people's
Ne
hearts
dis rien. Voilà.
get in the way of their self-interest.
D'accord.
It's a very sentimental idea of Georges wanting to stay true to Anne, to the promise that he made Anne. And in that
Merci.
small display, in meeting that promise, in having his heart, he dooms them to their death. Perhaps a death with dignity, but
Tu n'es pas obligé de me tenir la main tout le temps.
to their
Je
death.
suis capable de m'occuper.
Big ass apartment. Big ass apartment. Good for them. Good for them.
Tu viens, s'il te plaît?
Oui.
Very human experience of watching systems fail. It's like watching a car break down and another car break down while trying to push it, except it's happening to two human beings.
9. 10.
I'm not asking for these actors to, you know,
15,
return to acting full time.
11.
Just expressing gratitude that they did come back
12.
for on projects that hopefully, you know,
13.
meet their talents.
14.
Grateful for their generosity.
Mais à quoi ça rime de parler de ça tout le temps?
J'en parle tout le temps.
Non.
But I think about it all the time.
Pardonne-moi. J'ai été trop lente.
Anne,
Tu me pousses dans le salon?
She's so defiant. She so doesn't want this. He wants to help her, but he can't be there the entire time. And that's also not what she wants.
tu es vraiment la spécialiste des surprises.
Je sais que ça ne peut qu'empirer. Pourquoi dois-je nous infliger ça?
Imagine que tu sois à ma place.
He has a strong heart,
Jamais pensé que
trying to make logical
ça pourrait
appeals,
m'arriver à moi aussi.
trying to stay as level-headed and rational as possible.
Mais l'imagination et la réalité ont peu de choses en commun. Je n'en sais rien. Je ne veux pas me casser la tête à ta place. Je suis fatiguée. Je veux me coucher.
J'étais vraiment désolé, j'ai pas pu passer après le concert. Ça m'avait fait tellement plaisir que vous soyez venu. C'est pour votre épouse.
Merci.
Imagining the American version of this where they attempt a weekend at Bernie's, this scenario.
Alexandre, je suis ravie. Quelle joie de vous voir.
Madame Laurent,
Je suis vraiment fière de vous. Dès le lendemain matin, Georges a voulu aller acheter votre nouveau CD.
oh mon Dieu, vous y avez déjà bien contribué. Je vous dois beaucoup, madame.
It's
Vous vous souvenez quand vous m'avez donné à jouer pour la première fois les bagatelles?
it's so
J'avais 12 ans.
it's so overwhelming how powerful construct politeness is.
Oui.
The desire to maintain
Ne m'en veuillez
politeness.
pas, mais je veux profiter de la belle surprise que vous nous faites en nous rendant visite.
And
Toute ma vie tourne
not
autour de
disturb
Schubert en ce
business as
moment.
usual.
Voulez-vous me faire une faveur?
Oui.
You play for us?
Vous me joueriez la bagatelle en sol mineur?
And it's like, I guess, fun or telling that he plays like a simple, delightful piece. That we don't need like the late piano sonatas of Schubert. We want something that's comforting. There's some Schubert for you. It's not Schubert. I made this mistake again. It's Bach. Oh my fucking god.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Weird little cachet or funny games kind of terror.
Y a quelqu'un?
Are we going to turn this into a thriller? So they rang the bell to check to see if anybody was there. And if there was no response, they would try and break in. Rare to see such a thing in a Haneke film.
Merci. C'est beau.
Quoi?
La vie. Si longtemps.
All right, calm down, Michael. Belmondo. I didn't know you were friends with Jean-Paul Belmondo. When did you know this celebrity?
Savez.
Tu es trempé?
Legit, I am actually. I do wonder if Jean-Louis Trintignant did physical therapy or just a hint of training in preparation for this movie. Like King Lear, it's more physical than you'd expect it to be. I guess I mean Emmanuelle Riva as well.
C'est pas un drame. Calme-toi, calme-toi.
J'ai la grand-mère pas argent
Fuck. So there's money in her grandmother's house?
Excuse-moi, maman, je te comprends pas.
Property? Grandmother has a
Je comprends pas
house?
ce que tu dis.
C'est tout. Maison vendue.
She just had 2 strokes.
La maison de...
Isabel? Are you okay? She was blinking a lot. I think she was feeling that. Yeah, she was feeling it.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? On peut pas la laisser sur son lit couchée comme ça. Ça veut dire quoi? Pas d'autre possibilité pour qu'on la mette pas à l'hôpital?
Yeah, because you
Il
made
y a
a
eu une
promise.
deuxième attaque.
Tu ne penses pas que ça peut devenir trop pour toi?
Tu as une meilleure idée?
Je peux pas croire que de nos jours, il n'y a aucune possibilité de traiter ça de manière plus efficace.
Tant que toi, alors je t'en prie, ne me traite pas comme un abruti, incapable de décider ce qui tombe sous le sens.
It's hard,
J'ai
man.
pas dit ça.
People be fighting under these conditions because they're really stressful.
Assez.
But everybody wants the same thing.
Tu ne veux pas prendre l'avis de notre médecin?
Alors là, vous allez arrêter tous les deux. On peut parler d'autre chose maintenant?
Et de quoi?
I love how defiant the daughter is. She's like, this is important. You need to think about this. Why aren't you thinking about this? And George is like, it's literally the only thing I think about.
Bien poussé. Après, vous repoussez doucement. Vous allongez la jambe. Vous mettez la couche. Vous la fixez avec les petits élastiques.
Oh, that fucking sucks. Don't do that to me. Haneke is just like a little bit relentless. I am loving this like rich fantasy life that George is living in, though. He is such a kind of stoic character. His relationship with Anne doesn't allow him as like a character to... He doesn't allow us access into his state of mind. And so this is like a rare circumstance where we kind of like need to take a shortcut if this character is so
Voilà, ma chérie, j'espère que tu vas aimer.
so resistant to displaying the inside of their heart to us, then we need to find other avenues. There are times there are just no tricks to a Haneke film. And you feel just like totally trapped.
Pardon.
Oh, getting that mic just so deep into her. Just picking up everything.
C'est fini, il n'y a plus qu'à rincer. Prenez pas ça trop au sérieux. En général, ils disent toujours quelque chose.
Good for healthcare workers who are doing their best, helping people and families in the worst circumstances. I'd love to build a resentment for her. To just resent Anne for continuing on with this. Because
J'aimerais engager une autre infirmière. Elles pourraient se relayer toutes les deux.
taking this on as just
Ça arrangerait un peu
unfiltered
tout le monde.
pain is a lot to handle.
Voilà. Voilà, comme ça vous allez être toute belle à nouveau. Je ne sais pas ce que vous vous imaginez, mais j'ai abandonné une autre place pour travailler ici.
Avant, je ne savais pas à quel point vous étiez incompétente.
He's trying to throw her off the set.
780 €.
He doesn't want anybody to come, so...
Ça ne m'a jamais arrivé une chose pareille. Vous êtes un méchant vieux bonhomme. Plutôt à plaindre.
Je vous souhaite de tout cœur qu'un jour quelqu'un vous traite comme vous traitez vos patients.
Va te faire foutre, vieux con.
Imagine getting to be the actress that says that to Jean-Louis Trintignant. She's gonna show that to her grandkids someday. And they'll be like, who the fuck is Jean-Louis Trintignant?
S'il te plaît. Si tu bois pas, tu vas mourir. C'est ce que tu veux? Tu peux pas m'obliger à te laisser mourir de soif. Si tu t'obstines, je vais être obligé d'appeler le docteur Berthier, il va t'envoyer à l'hôpital.
I like, in a small way, I like how cruel they are to each other as a display of their care for each other. I mean, maybe Anne's being selfish and she just wants to die for selfish reasons. But George throwing it in her face, threatening her to take her back to the hospital, when really what he wants to do is care for her.
Allez boire.
Yeah. They're not under the best circumstances.
Excuse-moi. Pardon.
Je peux faire quelque chose pour toi?
Going with the question of mechanics that I brought up hours ago. This is kind of, in a human way again, asking a question of like a ship of Theseus. Perseus? Jason's ship? I think all movies about healthcare fundamentally ask this question. At what point does a human body change from the designation of a human being in possession of an individual's soul and identity to a form of the human body that doesn't carry that same soul or those same rights, doesn't exercise that same potential to life?
Très sérieux, comme ça.
Ouais. Très bien.
Sérieux. Quoi? C'était bien.
I wonder if there's any same setups as in Jean Dielman.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Où as-tu mal?
In a way, apart from the healthcare aspect,
C'est la couche?
this could also be an investigation
Est-ce que tu as mal?
of the theme of like the ship of Theseus and whether or not a soul is contained in a life with regards to repetition. If you're living the same day over and over again, are you still in possession of a soul or for the potential of
Tu veux
life?
que je te raconte une histoire?
I'm glad she's being generous, but it is making me aware of the acting that Emmanuelle Riva is saying Mal in the pauses between Jean-Louis
Nous
Trintignant's
devions nous
speech.
lever à 6 heures du matin et plonger dans un lac. Tu sais que je n'ai jamais été très sportif. Le 3e jour de notre arrivée, au repas du midi, il y a eu du riz au lait. Je déteste le riz au lait. Et je suis resté seul, en larmes. J'avais conclu avec maman un pacte secret. Je devais lui écrire chaque semaine. Elle a gardé la carte. Elle était recouverte d'étoiles. J'avais plus de 40 de fièvre. C'était la diphtérie. Ce qui fait que maman, quand elle est venue me voir, n'a pu que me faire des signes derrière la vitre. C'est dommage.
Quel dommage. Looking for a dress for her. So, it's a nice suicide note. Keep it light. This beautifully powerful fantasy life that George has. And this cycle of water. That is his relationship with Anne. The illness was signified by water. And it's terminated by water with the sounds of the sink.
J'ai bientôt fini. Tu peux déjà mettre tes chaussures.
This is the first night.
Merci.
This is them going to go to the concert. This is when their house got broken
Tu ne
into.
prends pas de manteau?
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting. But that was exactly what Amour was. I do like... It's frustrating, but I do like, as a final parting gift, Haneke attempts to alienate you from your own experience again, with just one last shot, and make you uncertain of what you're seeing, so you don't fall into too much of a comatic state in your emotions. Amour did not necessarily deviate from what I expected it to be, but I am happy to have watched it after waiting on it for like a decade, with newly acquired knowledge of Jean-Louis Trintignant, of a passing knowledge of Emmanuelle Riva. It definitely enhanced the experience for me, watching these storied actors kind of express that in an intense kind of swan song. Yeah. Not a lot of guile in this movie. It presents as a small a story as it's set for its parameters, with a few echoing suggestions, but mainly leaving it to your own devices to fill it, to interpret it. For me, it's kind of a movie that it's like a multiverse movie. It exists in parallel dimensions. There is exactly the movie that it is, which is what I expected it to be in 2012, which is a sparse, brittle, severe Michael Haneke film. And there's the alternate version, which exists in my mind in 2021, which is filled with my own questions about relationships and suffering and compassion, and a quite different attitude towards human folly and towards healthcare and towards human dignity, and a far different relationship with the actors that are in this film. So If you haven't seen this before and you watch it, just know that it will be those two films. It'll be exactly the movie that you expect it to be. And if you put that aside for a little bit, hopefully, it'll be a movie that lives inside you as well. That you're putting a piece of yourself in. Yeah. That was Amour. Let's do this again sometime. 3 more movies about sex, 1 more movie about love. I like the format. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. If you made it this far, consider becoming a Patreon. And until next time, keep watching good movies.